It is finally here. This is the interview you have all been waiting for. I just finished talking to Marliana, who is one of the first patients in the Eledon trial to become completely insulin independent, and she just passed 14 months of insulin independence. These are not my questions. I asked the type 1 diabetes community what questions you would want to ask somebody who is completely insulin independent, who used to be type 1 diabetic. And these are the questions that you guys asked. The first question is, how long were you a type 1 diabetic, and how long did it take to feel like skipping insulin and counting carbs wasn't needed?
So I was a diabetic since I was 5, and I was cured when I was 30, so 25 years diabetic. And I was cured August 15th of 2024.
What was your very first meal being insulin free?
Double bacon cheeseburger.
Double bacon cheeseburger with a bun, right?
Yeah, well, that was right after the procedure. When I got the phone call to stop all insulin, I went straight to my favorite little Mexican restaurant down the road and got me a big old fat steak burrito, because every time I would eat it before, my sugars would spike up really high, like an hour or so afterwards. And so I was like, let's test these islet cells.
It took you, what, 4 weeks to come off insulin, right? After your islet cell transplant?
Yes. So when I got the procedure, before I even got out of the hospital, I was in the hospital for a week. I was off my long-lasting insulin, and then 3 weeks later, I got the phone call to stop my fast-acting. So it was only a month.
Do you still wear a CGM to track your blood sugar to confirm that it's working? And how long did you wear a CGM after you completely went off insulin?
So I don't wear one now. I ripped that thing off, and I am happy about it. But I'd say it was a couple of weeks after he told me to stop all insulin that I still wore it. He actually had to convince me to take it off himself. He goes, "You're okay. You're cured. I don't need it, so you don't need it. You can take it off." He goes, "I think it's stressing you out more being on it than it would being off of it."
Do you have any fears of regression, relapse, or concerns for a secondary health effect of some kind from this cure you received?
Honestly, do not. And I haven't had any, bad side effects from it, or any side effects from the procedure, or the islet cells, or any of the medication that I'm on now, or the every 3-week infusions that I do with the Tego. So no, honestly, I think this is it.
Can you eat spaghetti no regretti?
Yes, I can. That makes me so happy. I'm a big old pasta lover, so the fact that I can eat my pasta now with no worries, or pizza, or my burritos, I'm so happy.
How long did it take for you to stop thinking as a diabetic? Like if someone offers you a cake or candy, how long until it wasn't your automatic go-to thought response to think like a diabetic?
That was, again, probably quite a few months. I was even going through the McDonald's drive-thru. I want to say it was probably like even 5 months later, and I had asked for my Diet Coke, and they said they were out. And so I was like, well, I guess I'll take a water. I can't have anything else. And I was pulling out of the drive-thru and went, I could have got a regular Coke. What is wrong with me right now? So that took some time. I mean, it wasn't an everyday occurrence, but it definitely still happened.
How is your mental health now as compared to before you were cured?
Well, before I felt trapped and confined and, depressed half the time over it. And now, again, there's really no words. I feel free, relaxed. I can go to sleep without having, horrible thoughts that I might not wake up the next morning. And I can go horseback riding without thinking about it. I can go on a hike with my daughter without thinking about anything. It's very freeing and, again, life-changing.
Absolutely. And I think this next question goes without saying, but are you happier?
Well, if you can't tell by the smile on my face, yes, much happier. Much, much happier. I can travel now without worrying. I go back and forth to Louisiana all the time now. So it's a lot easier to travel and to just do anything without having to worry about diabetes.
So you take that long drive to Louisiana a lot now, whereas before you were worried about maybe going low while you were making those long drives. What is it like now?
Yes.
Being able to hop in the
So
car and just go without a worry.
I could just hop in the car and go, or hop on the plane and go, and it's very. I'm just gonna say it again, freeing.
And I know horseback riding is one of your
All me.
great
It is who I am. Yes.
What was going horseback riding like before you were cured? You had to probably take a whole bunch of supplies. What was it like compared to what you do now?
Yes, I would have to wear like a fanny pack or something, or have a saddlebag over it to pack, snacks, juices, an extra Dexcom, an extra Omnipod, just in case, they are horses. You can fall off, they can get ripped off. So, I'd have to pack extra of everything. Now, I hop on and go.
So now that you can eat carbs and sugar without taking insulin, do you still find yourself avoiding them, or do you just let yourself freely indulge?
I sure do. I don't hold back no more.
Just go for it. When you went to the pharmacy and picked up that last batch of pens, you had no idea that was going to be the last time.
No idea. Nope. Or ordered my last Dexcom, No, I didn't know any of it was going to be the last time. And it's crazy to me that I can say the last time.
Do you still get lows?
No.
No more lows. All gone.
No lows, no highs. My last A1C was a 4.7.
Wow. That's amazing. Someone wanted to know about the tegoprubart drug that you take to keep your islet cells alive. How does that make you feel? Are you able to still engage in any and all activities freely? Do you have to take any precautions because of this medication?
No precautions. I get it every 3 weeks, and it takes an hour for the infusion to be complete, and then they keep me for another hour post-op just to make sure nothing goes wrong. And honestly, I feel the exact same. I don't feel weak or nothing, or shaky, or weird in any way. I feel 100% normal.
That's awesome. Do you still look at a plate of food and do the diabetes math before eating, or has that stopped?
That has stopped. It's weird. Everybody takes eating for granted. I'm just gonna say that. They do. Everybody else could just sit down and eat their food, and then us diabetics are like counting all the carbs, trying to figure out how much insulin and this and that. Oh, my blood sugar's too high. I can't eat yet. And then everybody else is done eating, and you're just starting. And, it really sucked, honestly.
How big of a deal was the actual islet transplant surgical procedure itself?
I'd say it took an hour. They made a very small incision, and I show everybody who'll look. It's right here on my ribs. And they just injected it into my liver, the islet cells, and was in there for an hour post-op and in the hospital for a week. It's a very smooth procedure, so it was good.
And when was the last time you checked your blood sugar?
Well, I took my Dexcom off a couple weeks after August 15th. And I know I checked it manually a couple of times after that, just because, I have a headache, my blood sugar must be high. I forget normal people can just get a headache. And it wasn't. It was perfectly normal. It was in the 90s. And I was like, oh. So that's what a normal headache feels like.
Well, thanks for answering these questions, Marliana. And on behalf of the entire community, I just want to thank you for being willing to do this trial. You're a hero to me, to my daughter, and to countless number of people in this community.
Everybody keep their heads up. Keep that hope. I'm living proof. You can pinch me, you can see me, hear me. I'm living proof the cure's here, so don't lose that hope.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Marliana.